So after about 24, almost 25 years in addiction, I was arrested by the grace of God. And I'll say by the grace of God because it saved my life. And I didn't see it that way when I first got locked up, obviously. But after about a month or two being locked up, I had what you call an epiphany. You know, I really woke up. And I got down on my hands and knees and crying to the good Lord above, a God whom I never believed in, mind you. I thought he had a magnifying glass and I was just like a little ant. He was up there burning me every single part of my life, you know, because it was always hell. But I got down on my hands and knees and I cried to the heavens, to the good Lord above, in a jail cell in Hawkins County Detention Center. And from that moment forward, I knew I was done.
Doing things to make money to get the drugs with, getting caught by the police. I got arrested in 2019, I think it was, for possession of ammo while being a convicted felon. Went to jail. Well, I went to jail, got bonded out. I was in there on like a $500 bond, and all my friends who had took all my possessions wouldn't get me out for sure. So I sat in there for a little while until finally getting out, and went on the run right off the bat because I knew I was going to be going to jail for a while. So my bright idea was, you know, I was just going to run forever and just stay high, which does not work. You know, then I drug in cops on friends that didn't deserve the trouble. Luckily, I got caught by the bounty hunters and they took me to jail.
When I got arrested, I seen my brother-in-law was a CO, and I seen him walk by, and I was like, dude, you got fat. Because I hadn't seen him like 2 or 3 years, and he started making jokes, and I was like, seriously though, like when I get out, I'm gonna call you. Courtney's got me blocked, and I need help. And he's like, if you call me, I will come get you. I don't care where you're at. And that was the start of it.
It was August 28th last year where I went to jail, and I did 10 months in jail, and I finally figured I needed some help. There's a social worker for the police department. Her name was Erin Gray, and she would come out to my homeless camp, you know, and she'd be like, you need help yet? You doing all right? This, that, and the other. And, you know, I didn't want help. I didn't need anything like that, you know, me know-it-all. And so when I was in jail this time, I asked my mom, she knew her personally, so I asked my mom, I was like, look, Mom, I need some help. I can't do this no more. So Erin Gray got a hold of Recover Resources, and these guys came in and they offered their hand out for help, and I took it.
Y'all take me to rehab. And they was like, yeah, okay, go ahead and get ready. And so then I kind of freaked out. About that time, that's when the dope man came. And I was like, well, let me just do this one more. Well, luckily for me, that one more was the last one. And I proceeded to stand up, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like something just hit me, like I gotta get out of here. So I walked outside, and there was a church down the street. So I walked to the church, I go to the parking lot, and I stripped down completely naked. And this is like the end of October, beginning of November. I mean, I'm butt naked, no shoes, no socks, nothing. And I got on my hands and knees and I prayed, and I just took off walking. And I finally got stopped over near the Peerless Restaurant, the old Peerless Restaurant in Johnson City. And I was talking to the officer, and I really don't remember all the details of it, but we got to talking about my daughter. And he asked me, he said, you know, what would your daughter want you to do? And I said, to get help. And he was like, well, come on, let me help you get some help.
And I work here at the Sullivan County Anti-Drug Coalition. I work on the criminal justice peer support side of it. So like I get to go into the jail with my lived experience and give hope to some of the inmates that reach out to us who are wanting recovery in their life.
I wound up spending 16 months in jail, stayed clean the entire time. And the moment I walked out of jail, well, I contacted Jeff Noah. I didn't even call my mom first, I called him first because I knew I couldn't go home, because if I went home, that's the devil's playground for me. I just don't think I would have survived. So I contacted Jeff, and then, you know, Stephanie came to see me, and then they contacted Craig Forrester, who put me in Recovery Resources. And, you know, now today, sitting here, I've got almost 21 months of sobriety, man, and that's a miracle, you know.
Recovery, it's brought me and my daughter a lot closer, and the main reason is because I am dependable. And, you know, she knows Dad will be there at this time. She knows where Dad is. She knows where Dad's house is. She knows that if we're together on our day, that we're going to be okay. We don't have to worry about, you know, is Dad going to pass out, or is Dad going to be too high to be able to do this? We don't have to worry about that anymore. And for me, that's one of the biggest parts, is because she's comfortable. And when she's comfortable, Dad's comfortable.
And here I am blessed today with, you know, I'm not out there on the streets no more. I'm clean and sober. I just got a year yesterday. I've got a good job. I'm paying rent. Got money in my pocket. And things are looking good.
I would like to say one thing for the addicts and alcoholics still out there. There is hope. Absolutely, there is hope, and there's people in this world, in this community here in the Tri-Cities that will actually help you. You know, and I'm living proof. I didn't have anything except for a couple bags of clothes, and now I'm full time. I work, and I've got a great group of friends, and you know, so. But there is hope for you.